Hey guys, we're going to do a review of the thrunite mcc2 charger from the road. What? You know, I'm actually out and about today. You can see it's a beautiful, gorgeous day. And this thrunite charger is now my official car charger. So I figured, why not film it in the environment I'm going to use it in? Because, you know, in the end, if you're not testing it where you're going to use it, you're wasting your time. So this thing is a charger, and one of the things I like right off the bat is that this thing does have pretty much everything you need to know right on the top in very clear writing. So you can see it tells you what batteries it will use. It will tell you the input voltage, so in case you have to use like you lose your charger or something like that, you know exactly what you need, and your output voltages in amperage. So very handy having that right there. You don't have to flip it around. A lot of them printed on the bottom or the back. Nope, you can just look right at it. And you know, and you can see I have it in the original packaging, because guess what? Packaging's actually good, and it fits really well right under my car seat. So once again, a very nice ability to do that. Comes with a regular charger for the wall, and your 12 volt that I have plugged into my cigarette lighter. And this thing charges at 1 amp or half an amp, depending on the size of the battery. Now with your smaller batteries, your 14500s, 10440s, it's going to charge at half an amp. And for your bigger batteries, like these 18650s, a full amp. So you are looking at about a 3.5 hour charge time on these thrunite batteries that come with it. Plus, that's cool too. You know, it has a spot for the thrunite batteries, so if I want to carry spares, I can actually keep them right in here in the packaging, and they're not rattling loose or anything like that in my car. And plus, not to mention, being all kind of foam sealed, this does protect the batteries from the heat somewhat. If I do put this under my car seat in this packaging, it actually remains pretty cool. I actually had it out. We had a 96-degree day the other day, and I pulled it out, and it was warm, but not anything I would consider dangerous to the batteries. Now you can see here, the display will tell you the voltage, the amperage it's charging at, and will give you a little status bar. Now you can see the one on the left is full. It stopped blinking. The one on the right still is just topping off. Now one of my only complaints is that it doesn't say full or done or anything like that. I really would prefer that it would say that, but it doesn't, but that's okay. So it comes with instructions. There's really not much to it. Just pop them in and charge. Very simple, you know, guys. It's can't ask for much else. You know, I do like I think one of the best things about this is that it does come in a nice package. And not only that, guys, but check this out. We're in the car on a very, like you said, this is a very bright, nice, beautiful, sunny day. You can still read the display like nothing. It's no problem. Weird angles, doesn't matter. A lot of the chargers I have a very simple black and white display, and they're very difficult to read. This one actually is very bright, and you can read it in the dark. You can read it during the day, even during bright sun, which we have now. I can still read this thing. It's actually very simple to read. So if I had this in the car, and I can just glance over and say, oh, that battery's full. I don't have to tip it up or tilt it any direction. I really like that display. So overall, guys, excuse me, I almost threw up. Really nice little charger. It's very accurate. I tested it, of course, at home as well with a multimeter, and it charges these batteries pretty much exactly to 4.2 every time. I had a couple that came out like 4.19, 4.18, but it actually charged accurately, which I'm surprised. Most chargers I've reviewed tend to charge at like 4.18 or 4.17 or even 4.15. This does charge at full capacity. I've had no issues with overcharging, no issues with anything like that. It's simple to use. You just put them in. There's no mode buttons, nothing complicated. The only function is charging, which is pretty cool. And it does have the dual power, so you have the power cord and the 12 volt charger. You don't have to buy your own. And it does have 1 amp capability. A lot of chargers out there do not have the 1 amp capability, and that drives me bonkers, because a 3500 at half an amp, you're talking 6 or 7 hour charge time. That's not going to do it for a car. You need the full 1 amp. So, you know, in this case, I can run this. I can keep 2 extra batteries right in the case, slap it under my car seat. Fits perfect under the car seat. It doesn't move around a lot. It doesn't rattle. Everything's very well protected. And overall, very happy with it. This is one of the better chargers I've reviewed in a while. I think the only other charger I really kind of dug this much is the Claris. But when you consider the Claris and this, the Claris doesn't come with a car charger. You'd have to get one extra or pay for one. And then number two, the display is just not as good. This very bright, display is really dynamite. It's very bright, very easy to read, and which is good when you're using something like this in your car. I think that's a big plus. So overall, you know, it's a little expensive, guys. This is not a cheap charger. It does cost a little bit of money, but in the end, you know, you're getting the charger and you're also getting the 2 batteries. And these thrunite batteries are actually good. They are rebranded Panasonic NCR 18650Bs. And that probably just sounds like a load of Greek to you right now. But in the end, those are actually the Cadillac of 18650s. No, they're not high drain. They're not good for high-powered flashlights. But these are a very good high capacity. And they're genuine. You can test these all day long. And they generally will always come up 3,400 or better milliamp hours. You know, they're good for devices that don't drain over 5 amps, which is most commercial flashlights are going to fall into that realm. So it's actually, you know, good charger, good set of batteries. The batteries, you know, if you buy these NCR 18650Bs, you're going to pay $10 a piece for the batteries. So you're getting basically $20 worth of batteries, pretty good charger, and some accessories, all for a pretty reasonable price. I mean, granted, it's not a $10 charger, you know, but at the end, when it comes down to your safety, because these batteries can be a little explodey, I would rather have a good brand name battery and a good brand name charger, so I'm not worried about my car engulfing into flames, especially when I'm in it. You have to bear in mind, these 18650s can vent with flame, so in the end, I think it is definitely worth the money to buy a good reputable battery and a good reputable charger, and this is a package that will actually get you both.